'89 Chevy Suburban. I like, or not. Oh, it's a '99 Suburban. $6,800. Zoom in on it a little bit. It's got 130 on it and a 350. This is really nice. Milford. What is Milford? It's not Connecticut, is it? Detroit. That's the concern. Is does this thing have rust? Oh, he's got some underside shots. It does not look rusty. I wonder how this is from up there, but it doesn't have rust. But yeah, automatic transmission, 4x4, brand new tires, new brakes. This has been posted for how long? Posted 28 days ago. So that's now it does look very nice. It does look like a very good deal. My biggest concern, it says Oregon on the license plate, but then he's got a paper temporary tag up in the windshield. And he looks like he's out like west. He doesn't really look like he's in Michigan. Not that I'm like a Michigan expert, you know. I went to Detroit once, but that's about it. But it doesn't really look like what I remember it to be like, but that's fine. It could still be. So yeah, so this looks like a very good deal in a lot of ways. Like the condition looks pretty good, doesn't seem rusty. 5.7's a great engine, right? It's got 4x4. These are a good chassis. The only thing that concerns me is this was posted 28 days ago. Normally, if a car is a really good deal on Craigslist, it doesn't last more than a couple days. The fact that this like looks as decent as it does, but it was posted 28 days ago, it raises an eyebrow. Like it makes you wonder, like, okay, so when I get there, is it going to be a lot sketchier? Is it maybe just not even real and the guy's like some kind of bullshitter? There's some odd things about it, like the wheels are not stock. The wheels are off of I think a generation or two newer Chevy pickup. So the wheels are not stock, which is just kind of weird. And then like it's missing the front Chevy emblem. Where is it? Yeah, it's missing the front Chevy emblem. Actually, he has the stock wheels, doesn't he? Yeah, so there is stock wheels. Well, that's great. So that explains that. The Chevy emblem is missing on the front, which is not a big deal. And then, yeah, I'm curious why it has Oregon plates and it's in Michigan. I'm just curious, you know. And then why does it also have a temporary tag? Because, I mean, it's like kind of how like one of your like tests for credit worthiness is how long have you had credit. One of the like tests for, I mean, the thing is, rightfully or not, there is a strong statistical link to length of ownership of a vehicle and how good of a, you know, like the legitimacy of the deal itself. So like, if you are buying a car from somebody who's had it for a day, red flag. If you're buying a car from somebody who's had it a week, red flag. If you're buying a car from somebody who's had it a month, red flag. Like, you know, these are all like, there's an exponential drop off in the likelihood of the shadiness of a car compared with like how long somebody's had it. I mean, for obvious reasons, but like you wind up with these cars that just swirl around on Craigslist like turds in a punch bowl, you know? And you know, one person buys it because it looks fine enough and they get swindled into it. And then they drive it around for a couple days and they realize, oh my God, what did I just do? This thing is just a complete pile. And then they put it back up on Craigslist and just like, it winds up in turds in a punch bowl mode. So like, this thing has some kind of a paper license plate code in the back, which means that this guy just bought it. Nobody turns around and sells a car that they just bought unless it's like clearly way worse than what it looks like. And in this case, this thing looks pretty good, but that's a red flag. The fact that it's been on Craigslist for 28 days and the fact that the guy has like a paper license plate on it, those two things, like the truck itself looks very solid. And it looks like it would be worth close to what he's asking. Got a broken off door handle there. That's not a big deal. They stock those at AutoZone. They break commonly. The interior is fine. It's not, you know, it's kind of like the Ford Ranger. It's not terrible, not great. It's good enough. But my guess is that this Michigan guy who has it, he got it from Oregon. My guess is that this thing just came from Oregon, if I had to take a wild ass guess. Have original sets of original wheels with studded tires. Okay, so he had the 2 sets of wheels for the studded tires. So that's a pretty clear explanation. Brand new tires, new brakes, new spark plugs, wires, new windshield, rust-free Oregon truck. So he got it from Oregon. Clean leather interior, non-smoker family. But the thing, that's the issue, is this guy got it from Oregon, and he hasn't even had time to take the Oregon plates off and get Michigan plates, and he's already decided. And he probably had to do the brakes and the plugs and wires and the new windshield. This guy probably bought it and started putting work into it and realized, like, this thing might look good on the outside, but the more he dug into it, the more he probably realized, yeah, this thing has just a handful of issues. That would be my guess. If I'd take a wild ass guess. And he was like, you know what? I'm not down for this. It's going back on Craigslist. It looks great, but those would be my questions. Is just like, why is it taking you so long to sell this thing? And why did you turn around and immediately decide to sell it after buying it?